recording again?
Yes. So I'm recording again right now.
Okay. So I don't remember where I left off.
So you were just talking about how many posts, no more than 20 posts. We figure out how to stop or unmute everybody. And you were talking about pulling graphics and making sure to.
Yes.
Oh,
so
actually, one thing I wanted to say about what you were just talking about that I think is a really big point is, hold on one second. How now it's not letting me mute everyone. Oh, why? It's not showing you guys up on the right side like it did before. Let's see.
So someone said, if you have a live event going, do you also have an online rally happening for out-of-town guests that can't attend? Do you want me to go ahead and answer?
Yeah, I want you to. It's just it's going to keep going back and forth because I can't. All your names aren't up here anymore to where I can hit mute.
So the bottom.
Lauren, can you ask everyone to mute themselves?
Yes, can everyone mute themselves, please? I'm not sure why it doesn't give me the option like it did before.
Yep.
All right. Well.
Everybody's pretty much muted. There's a couple people.
Yeah, I think it's mostly people that are on their phones.
Yeah.
Because they just show up as phone numbers.
They probably muted from their phone, which is sufficient.
Right. So I just wanted to touch really fast on what you were talking about, kind of how you use the corporate PowerPoint, how you want to. And I think that that's a really big thing that I want to really express to people moving forward is this is your event. So we're going to give you the collateral. We're going to give you the information. We want you to use it. Of course, it's good stuff. Like we spend the time to make these videos and make the PowerPoint, but essentially you know what the purpose of your event is. So like when you're talking about, hey, I'm just trying to reach my team, maybe you're focusing more on training and some of that stuff doesn't really apply. Or if you're having people invite all these outside people that have never heard of Young Living, maybe using all this stuff is more important because it's more, this is who Young Living is and learn about Young Living a little bit. So my point here is that it's your event. You can use the collateral however you want to and to what extent you want to. And, we do give a rundown or, a show flow, which is a proposed agenda. But at the end of the day, we want you to manipulate it to fit kind of you and the kind of event you're trying to have. You don't have to follow that show flow. Verbatim, and you don't have to use everything. So just like this is a great example, Jordan, just that you use it to manipulate the kind of event that you want to have. So I think that's really important.
Yeah. So Cynthia said, how do you keep the momentum up through the online event? And then someone else asked if we do something like online, if we also have something in person. So I'll address both of those, and then Laura, we can get back to your list. So the first thing was, how do you essentially do this if you have an in-person event and you're wanting to do, something for your out-of-town people. The very first time I ever did this, I did a live stream video before Facebook Lives and all that was a thing. And it was of a large event. It was my first large event. We had 350 people there. And I was like, I'm going to figure this out because I recognize that there's hundreds of people in my team at the time who had no way to learn and grow alongside of us again. And that's the beauty of this. So almost every single event that I do, I almost 100% of the time offer some sort of online version, whether it's going live in the event page, and I just say everyone invite to the same page, whether you're attending live or whether you're attending online, and then from the page we will go, that's where all the announcements will be. If we're running 5 minutes late, it applies to everyone. So we'll sometimes do that. Other times, like in the case of the Diamond Bound Live Your Passion rally last year, we of course had Diamond Bound event going, and then we had Live Your Passion rally, which was a separate online event page specifically for the rally. And we merged, some of the things that go live, from the event and things like that. Even though it wasn't really related to the rally, from Diamond Bound, I would talk about, just product education and things while I was at the Diamond Bound event. So just get creative with it. Here's the heart behind all this. If you keep your focus and you keep the main thing, it doesn't really matter what modality you use. It doesn't matter if you use like all kinds of online platforms, if you do stuff in person. There we go. I unmuted myself.
There you go. Thank you.
It doesn't
Ooh.
that, and out of the overflow of your own heart and your own lifestyle and your own passion for this lifestyle and for this company and for the mission of them and for loving people, for all of those things, because you love other people, you love what Young Living can provide to them and their families and their lives. And you can make a post short and sweet and talk about why a mom should be using the seedlings line or the kids sense line, because you care about themselves and their family, and you care about that child having a long life. And you know that you can say this, I know that the most important thing to you as a mom is your kids. And I agree with that. And I have found that Young Living has absolutely empowered me as a mom to help my kids live their best life, to keep chemicals and stuff out of them. Look at the obesity rates of kids. Look at the epidemics of, like allergies and eczema and all that stuff. And this isn't even about treating and prescribing. This is about how do we prevent that stuff for our kids? Living a more natural, holistic life, being an intentional mom, being an empowered mom or grandma or wife or husband or friend or daughter or son or whatever your role is with the people that you love in your life. Do it better with Young Living. I always tell people on all my events, like hashtag Young Living makes excellence easy. Hashtag we love Young Living. Hashtag join the mission. Join the movement with us. Be a part of this. Your enthusiasm for what you're doing here is why people are going to join in with you. It's why they're going to do the business with you. It's why they're going to sign up with you. It's why they're going to want to hang out with you. It's why they're going to keep coming back, because you're investing your life and taking a piece of your energy and your heart and your passion and your focus and your emotional capacities for the day that you have a cup, and you're taking a part of that life and you're literally investing it to give your team life. And you take your life to give them life. Like that is literally what it takes. And the reason why it's hard, and the reason why people don't do it, and the reason why there's only like 40 Royal Crown diamonds in the company is because it is hard. And some days it stinks. It's a lot of work to take out of yourself and to make this rally something that you're like putting your heart and soul into, getting people there, getting your team empowered, empowering them, and then making that rally the best thing that they've ever done. And then turning around and doing it again and doing it again. And not just at rallies, but in your groups and at your in-person events, and every email that you send and every text that you send and every message that you send. You're putting your heart into it because number one, you believe in people, you believe in helping them have their best life, and number two, you believe in what Young Living can do for them. And if you have that passion, who cares what videos you show? Who cares what graphics you use or don't use, or how many posts you have, or if you do it public or private? Don't do it on your personal page because that might be a little weird. But no matter where you do this, like all of those other things are not what make you successful. Connecting with people and pulling on people's like heartstrings and their emotion and what they care about. Here's the deal, guys. People are going to make decisions to do anything based upon what they care about, what they value. Your goal is to find out what they value and what they care about and frame this whole Young Living thing around what they care about. Who cares what you care about unless it relates you to that person? I mean, God cares and we care, we're your friends and whatever, but like when you're trying to empower other people, it's not about what your thing is, what you care about, what you love, your stories. Like, your story is powerful, but only as it relates to them. That's what they care about, because they're thinking about, okay, how does this apply to me? I mean, that's a great story and everything, but like, at the end of the day, I could go buy, any other network marketing company's products. I could go buy doTERRA's oils. I could go buy oils from Amazon. I could go buy, products from my local health food store. And, every Whole Foods has natural baby shampoo. Why do I want to work with you? If I've got this rally going on, it's April, kids are sitting outside, or parents are sitting outside at their kids' soccer games, and you're sitting there over on the other end of the computer posting and busting your butt and getting people, excited, getting them the information, all those things. Why do they care? Why are they going to take 5 seconds to look away from what else is going on around them, to check their phone, and to engage into that one thing that pops into their newsfeed? Your job is to make that draw them in. And you do it by being excited, by being real, by connecting with just a brief bit of your personal story and how it relates to them, by connecting with the things that they care about, which if you really boil it down, everybody cares about their health. They care about their family. They care about finances. They care about feeling happy and feeling loved and feeling valued and important. Those are like basic human needs. And if you make all of your posts about that stuff, and you make it concise, you make it exciting, you make it enticing, you make it colorful, you make it fun, you make it feel like there's energy and enthusiasm because you're putting your life into it, you're going to have a successful rally, no matter which way you slice it.
Jordan, is there a way that you do all of that stuff every time, but find a way to switch things up? So you want the same people to keep coming back, right? And to keep coming to your rallies, and everything you're saying is like so on point. So those are things you're focusing on every time. But is there anything you do to make it different, or just change it up to get the same people to be like, I want to keep coming back to her rallies?
I usually go live at least once in one of the posts. Young Living does a great job of changing it up because they always release new things. So people that are like oldies, not newbies, the oldies always want to come back because they want to see what Young Living is launching. So thank you for doing us a service and helping make our job easier. But we always focus on something a little bit different. I mean, it's everything with Young Living is kind of the same message repackaged. Even in your groups, like you can have 17 different posts about why people should use Young Living shampoo and conditioner, and they're all kind of with the intention of funneling people towards buying it, but presenting a different angle. So you could talk about Young Living farms and really focus on that. You could make it really creative. You could do like a scavenger hunt for your posts. Yeah, you're good. You could do like a game. You could do something where they have to like, follow along and answer questions. And at the end of it, you post like whatever, all of your answers, and you're entered into a drawing. Like, go as creative as you want. Think back to like 3rd grade, your favorite teacher ever in elementary school, and all the stuff she did to make it fun, and adapt that to your event. Like, do it scared. If you're like, this is dumb, and people are not going to like this, they probably are. Because usually my ideas that I'm like, I really feel like this is kind of cheesy, people are like, that was the best thing ever. It was so fun. And I'm always like, okay, I guess I should do more fun things. Because Facebook's boring. I mean, people like just sit around looking at other people's pictures and like go, oh, my life stinks compared to theirs. So like, make it fun, right? Because this is like something that you want to get people to engage. And here's the other thing. You should have engagement opportunities on every single post. Give them something to say, a question to answer, something they need to post. Have them go around and say, hey, everybody go and snap a picture of your front door. We want to see like we're coming to your house and meeting you. Go, welcome, snap a picture of your front door wherever you are. If you're in the car, snap a picture of your car door or whatever. Something. It doesn't matter what it is. If you want to do like a scavenger hunt on, hey, let's talk about chemical-free home. Go snap a picture of whatever soap is next to your sink right now. Not to shame people and make people feel bad, but just be like, okay, let's talk about why thieves hand soap, and make a whole entire post about it. Like, you could literally teach an entire rally on like 4 products, the Young Living announcements and the new products, and make it different every single time. So literally, there's no way to duplicate. It'd be harder to make the rally the exact same than it would be to keep them different.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, I just have two more questions for you. I just want to know, is there anything that you wish you would have known before, or anything that maybe you didn't know but you really learned that was really valuable to you in having successful online rallies? And I kind of threw a 2-in-1 there, but
Yeah. I'm trying to think, like, whenever the rally started, I had already been like doing Young Living on like Facebook groups and stuff for a while. So I'd already kind of learned a lot about what makes events successful. But I will tell you that having done them, I think that the engagement on every post is something really important, because if you go back through and you look, the ones where they're going to win something, or where you ask them a specific question, or you ask them to post a picture or post something or post a GIF, or is it GIF? I don't know, whatever. The dancey, crazy people that are always doing something funny for like half a second. Those posts always have like 3 or 4 times the comments and likes than the ones where you just give them information. Do not be a TV. Okay. Don't just make them sit there and watch what you're presenting. You want to be a card game, not a TV, where there's you play, they play, you play, they play, you give information, they comment back, you do something, they comment back. Like, make this much less about a one-way communication and much more about 2 ways, because rallies are a great place for online engagement. So I think I should have probably done that a little bit sooner. And that's been really successful for us.
awesome. And then my last question for you is, how do you follow up after the event with people that came? So, I mean, obviously if it's your team, that's easier,
Yeah.
but let's say you did a public online event, how do you follow up with those people?
Yeah, that's a great question. And then someone else just asked another question. You'll have to show me what that is in a second, Laura, because I can't see them here. I just saw it pop in. A few things. If it's for public, for like people that are prospective members that aren't members yet, I always do a last post and talk about the 4 kids. And then I say, hey, go thank the person who invited you to this event. Send them a private message, thank them, come back here and say hashtag done or hashtag nailed it or whatever. And then you're entered into a drawing. And the reason I do that is I want them to take the initiative to do it, to enter, but also all the people that just invited just got 14 inbox messages in their inbox, so they don't even have to follow up, but they know who is already there. And that has worked really good, because then they're just like, yay, get a kit, here's my link. And I always tell my people, because remember, like the phone chain, I go back to that list. That's why I make a list at the very beginning. I go back to those 40 or 50 people and I say, hey, event's over, follow up, check your inbox for new people, make sure that you go through like comments. If you saw someone that was in your team, follow up, etc. And I just, branch out with my people and get them doing the teacher phone tree thing and go into their people that they had invite or that they invited, because there's 2 different layers there, right? You can either invite, or you go down to your team of who you said, hey, will you invite? And so they follow up with all of those people. And I follow up with mine and try to get them enrolled, of course. And usually we do some kind of a recap. If it was like a public event, we might do one post in our big main group and say, hey, this event's going to be up for 3 more days. If you didn't get to join the rally, make sure that you go back through and read all the posts. They're in order. And just make sure everybody, as many people as possible, your goal is that as many people as possible are exposed to the work that you put in.
Awesome. So you have 2 questions here. One is, how do you do the giveaways? And the other one is, do you use a group text app to communicate?
How do I do the giveaways? Every time is different. Like sometimes I just will like do something where anyone that gets the right answer is qualified, and then I just randomly select someone. Sometimes it's just comment below, and I literally just, I will say, I'm going to come up with 2 different numbers, 3 and 6, and I click like open new comments 3 times, and I count down 6, and that's who it is. I just do it always really random. And then what was the second one?
Do you use a group text app to communicate?
Yes. Do I use a group text app? Yes, but we developed an app for my team. So, but there are some other good apps out there. I know there's one like Project Broadcast, I think, that Jake created, and GroupMe, and some that are free. But yes, absolutely. I mean, anytime you can, no matter what method it is, I don't care if it's snail mail or group chats on Facebook or group texts or whatever, is any way that you can communicate with people in your team is a good thing. Other person said, how do you prevent cross-line recruiting? It would be really hard for someone to cross-line recruit from an event page because nobody knows who's members and who's not members. So if someone is working hard enough to like actually go through and like message every single person that's commenting, then they're probably like not going to spend their time doing that. They're probably going to, if someone was willing to do that hard work, they're probably going to do the hard work the right way. So most people that are cross-line recruiting are looking for like an easy way to get people in their team, in which case it's not really easy to identify who's new in an event page. And also we just talk about cross-line recruiting in my group. So like people know that like if someone's talking to someone else, don't enroll them. Like that's dumb and rude, and you wouldn't want that. You wouldn't want that to be you. So just treat people the way you want to be treated. And we just we don't have an issue with that. We expect people to act in honor all the time and have character. So I missed that last question, Laura.
They said, do you hire out the live streaming or do you do it yourself? What program do you use?
Like if I'm going live in the event page, we just do a Facebook Live from the event page. Before, like for like Diamond Bound, we have like professional videographers. Yeah, live events, we just use Facebook Live, like almost exclusively. It's the best online platform for live anything anymore. Nothing really can compete with it because there's so many good functions in Facebook Live, and you can do it straight from your event page. So whether you're doing it live with an event or if you're going live like in just a solely online event, like, you know, I'm just going to go in this event page and go live like 12 Days of Diamonds or something like that. Facebook Live is just, it's so good that you really can't compete, and it's free. I mean, why not, you know? And like 98% of people or something stupid like that are on Facebook. So like, you can pretty much reach just about anyone. And if they're like absolutely adamant about not getting on Facebook, you can even download them and make them a YouTube link and send it to them. And yes, there's a YouTube video for how to do that. So someone's going to ask, how do I download? Just go Google it. I learned it through a YouTube video too.
I think there's a YouTube video for everything these days.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Well, I just want to say thank you so much. I hope that anyone who's wanting to do online events or is doing them and wants to improve them, I hope that you guys will take note of everything she said, because I feel like I can go do an online event right now. So all the information, everything was so good. I love your passion and your heart when you talk. Like this is what everybody needs to have. And so we will definitely post this to our global Facebook page. If you guys aren't on that already, we have a vanity link now. So it's www.youngliving.com/YL Rally Facebook. You do have to answer 3 questions. It's literally like your name, are you hosting, what country are you from? And then we'll accept you. But this call will be pinned to the top of that. So please tag people, share the page with anyone that's hosting. Also, just so you guys know, I think Jordan mentioned, or I think we both did, the host toolbox where there's logos and banners and the show flow and that kind of stuff. So a lot of people don't know the rally page, and they're always asking, where's the host toolbox? Where do we get any of this stuff? So that's literally just www.youngliving.com/YL Rally. I'll actually put it here so you guys can have it. And so it should be really easy to remember. We tried to vanity link everything so that people actually knew where to go get information, because I get an unbelievable amount of emails asking, where do I get the host toolbox from? Or where do I get these graphics from? So make sure you guys join that page, the Facebook page. you now have the rally page. We'll put the show flow up probably early next week, but just remember, Jordan, you were such a good example of this. This is your event. You don't have to follow anything that you don't want to. You don't have to use anything you don't want to. But something everybody should be doing is being excited and having passion and asking themselves, what is this doing for the people that I'm inviting? So I think that's great advice, because as long as everyone's doing that, like she said, it doesn't matter how you do it, how you put it together, as long as you're thinking about them and how to share the message of Young Living. And then just we're a little bit short on numbers, and I know that a lot of people are hosting and they just haven't registered. So if you know, like, your downlines or even crosslines, if you know anyone that's hosting and hasn't registered, please have them register. I mean, it doesn't take but 5 minutes. And so I think that's pretty much, the only other thing, I do have some emails that come back, they bounce back, of people that have registered. So make sure you're putting your correct email, because obviously that's how you get all of the information and the collateral. So if you maybe put your wrong email and you haven't been getting an email or two from YL Rally, you can email the ylrally@youngliving.com with your correct email, and I'll change it for you. And I think that's pretty much it. Jordan, do you have anything else you want to close with?
Yeah. So I just wanted to say thank you again. And I really just want to encourage you guys that, like, don't wait until you know everything to do a rally or anything else. Do it scared, do it without being the expert. Just like, say, it's okay if I totally make a mistake the first time around. I'm just going to do it. And you'll learn as you go. And so I don't want you to hesitate and say, like, oh, I'm afraid that if I do this, I'm going to totally look like an idiot. That's okay. Like, everybody loves that. Everybody loves it when people look like idiots anyway, because then it makes them feel normal. So, like, it's okay to, just get out there and try and put yourself out there. I know that you are going to do an amazing job. For those of you who I have gotten a few Facebook messages already, for those of you who are interested in Diamond Bound, you can just go to our website, www.diamondboundevent.com. So feel free to go and explore that. We'd love to host you. It is open to all of Team Young Living, and we will be doing a rally online in conjunction with it again this year. So I hope it's great for everyone who attends. And thanks again, Laura. We look forward to hearing all about amazing rally success this year.
Yes, I'm so excited. Good luck to everyone. We will have another host call in the next probably 2 weeks. And so stay tuned for that. You guys, if you've already registered, you should be getting an email about it. We'll also post it on the Facebook page. But Jordan, you are so amazing. Thank you so much. And if you guys see me at convention, if you're coming to convention, please come say hi. I want to meet everybody in person.
Awesome.
All right, you guys have a great rest of your Tuesday.
See ya.